Hello and welcome to this very special channeled episode of Journey of the Master podcast. Today, we are talking about peace and harmony within. I am so looking forward to the council's message to us today and the amazing questions that are going to be submitted here live from those of you who are participating in this very special podcast episode today. So thank you to everyone for being here. Journey of the Master podcast was really created to go deeper into integrating the council's wisdom. But this is a very special episode. We are going to be featuring the council here with their message for us. If you are new to me and you are new to the council or new to channeling, let me just give you a brief overview of what occurs here. So when I bring in the council, which you will see and hear shortly here, I'm just closing my eyes and taking some deep breaths and allowing my consciousness to merge with the expanded consciousness of the council. They then bring forth their wisdom and their grander perspective to all of us on our human experience, and specifically today on how to create peace and harmony within. You'll notice that my eyes are closed while I'm channeling. That just really helps me to go deeper, to bring in as much information as possible. If you're not sure about channeling, or you're not quite sure who and what the council is and you're trying to make sense of it, just listen to the words, feel for the energy, allow yourself to just receive the information and see how it resonates with you. It doesn't matter so much about where it's coming from or how it's being delivered. Just let yourself really feel for the energy of this time and receive the incredible wisdom of the council. As we are recording this live, it's a very special day for me. It is the anniversary of my beloved brother's transition, which was the beginning of this journey for me of opening up to our loved ones' higher consciousness and our soul and the communication that's always here for all of us. My very first experience of receiving wisdom from the other side occurred when my brother made his transition. And that really began this journey, which eventually led to opening to channel the council. So I remind you all, if you are drawn to this, which obviously you are, you too yourself are also a channel. And whether you're looking to connect with your own higher self, with a collective, or your own guides or loved ones on the other side, just being in this energy can help attune you to the infinite intelligence and higher wisdom that is always available to all of us. So as I get ready to bring in the council, they're going to have a message for us today to begin, and then we're going to go to the questions that are being submitted by our live audience here, and we'll get through them as quickly as possible so we can get to as many questions as possible. However, we highly encourage you to stay tuned for a very special announcement at the end of today's call. It will feature a very special opportunity for all of you. So be sure to stay tuned for that special announcement at the end of this podcast episode. And if you're listening to this live, you can always catch the replay where all of our podcast episodes are posted. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the council. As I said, I close my eyes and I take a couple of deep breaths, and then they will begin. You'll notice that the cadence of my voice changes a little bit. Just feel for the energy, listen to the wisdom, allow yourself to be immersed in this beautiful experience, and stay tuned to the end for a very special announcement. Here we go. We are so pleased and delighted to have the opportunity to speak with you on this fine and glorious day indeed. We remind you that while our words to you are important, this is a vibrational experience of remembering the truth of who you really are, why you are here, and all that you intended when you chose this magnificent life experience, because we assure you, your life is meant to be magnificent and extraordinary. Creating peace and harmony in the world begins with creating peace and harmony within you. That which you most want for those that you love and in the world around you must first be created within you. You truly are the embodiment of peace and harmony. You truly are the magic and the miracle in this world. It is finding within you the places where there is disharmony, the places where you deny yourself peace because you're not in your power in the moment. And when you begin to shift your awareness to aligning to the peace and harmony that is always available to you within you, by elevating yourself into a grander perspective of all things, you contribute to greater levels of peace and harmony in the lives of others around you and in your world. This time, more than ever, the collective of humanity is asking for peace and harmony. And that is because the greater part of you, the higher self within you, knows that you can live in a state of peace and harmony, no matter what is going on in the world. You matter, your life matters, your beingness matters, your state of being matters. How you feel matters. It is what you are contributing to the collective consciousness. When you yourself are stressed and struggling in a state of overwhelm, that is what you are contributing in that moment, consciously or unconsciously, to the greater collective. However, when you are choosing to align with the peace and the harmony and the love within you, you are not only contributing that to the collective, but you are magnetizing the peace and harmony that is being felt in the collective. So when you see something happening in the world around you, in your relationships with those that you love, or even in your own experience, things that may make you feel overwhelmed, your first step is always to find your presence and your power in this moment so that you can then choose to align to that which you most want in your own experience and that which you most want to contribute to the collective. So in the moment, when you stop, take some deep conscious breaths, go from your head into your heart, and ask yourself, what is it that you really desire in this moment? You could be seeing something happening in the world around you and feeling helpless or hopeless, but you are not helpless and you are not hopeless. There is a potential in this moment for you to create a reality and contribute to the reality that you do want to experience. So as you come into the moment and take some deep conscious breaths and move your awareness from your head into your heart, asking yourself what you most desire in this moment. And if that is peace, then feel what peace feels like in your heart. What does peace feel like? It feels light. It may feel calm. It may feel freeing. It may feel like ease. Feel what peace feels like in your heart. And if you describe that feeling as lightness, then feel every cell in your body now aligning to that feeling of lightness, ease, comfort, and peace. And move your awareness to aligning every cell of your body to feel the essence of peace. Align every cell of your body to the frequency of peace. Move your awareness to the top of your head. Move your awareness to the bottom of your feet. Move your awareness over your shoulders and down your fingers. And align every cell within your body to the vibration and the frequency of peace. And feel in this moment that your entire body Your entire being is in peace. And now expand that around you, filling this entire room that you're in with the feeling of peace, aligning the particles of infinite creation that are all around you to that vibration of peace. And now imagine the peace in your heart going out to the peace of the world, creating a ripple of peace and harmony that is moving into the collective consciousness. You might see a light going from your heart to the hearts of others. And in that light, there is a vibration of peace. Peace going from your heart to their heart, rippling into the collective, spanning across the horizon, around the world, aligning the particles of infinite creation to the feeling of peace. And as you focus your awareness on this peace, know that you are contributing to peace and harmony in the world around you. And most importantly, you are aligning to peace and harmony within you, which makes you open for inspiration, intuition, more easily able to follow energy and let the light guide the way, being in your power in the moment, allowing this powerful presence that is you to radiate this magnificence, to radiate the brilliance, to radiate the light that is you in all interactions, in all situations. This is the power you have. The peace and harmony that you most seek for the world around you begins within you. It has always been within you, and it is always available to you. So as you navigate these times, do not deny your power. Do not deny the powerful presence of peace and harmony within you. You are everything you wish to be. You already are. It is all within you. It always will be. And with that, we will go to your questions.
Our first question today comes from Jose, who asks, will you please elaborate on the role of judgment in our perceptions of positive circumstances and conditions, especially when considering desirable aspects like abundance, joy, and peace? What's the approach to recognizing the positive without getting entangled in any judgment?
Well, understand there is a grander perspective of all things. And when you are conscious in the moment and present, you can observe without entangling your preferences. There are potentials and possibilities that are always available to you. You may look at some of those potentials and possibilities, and they may feel really good to you. You might look at some of those potentials and possibilities, and they are not so appealing to you. You don't have to make them wrong. You don't need to judge them. You don't need to push against them and create resistance in your own being. You can simply, from your powerful place of presence, elevate yourself into a grander perspective and observe without judgment. This includes judgment of yourself, judgment of others, judgment of circumstances and conditions. When you are denying your own divine true nature, or that of another, you are in judgment. The grander perspective would say that everyone is creator within their own creation. So if you're looking upon another and you don't like their creation, that's a potential and a possibility being presented to you that may not be appealing to you, but that person is still creator within their own creation, just as you are. When you are looking at your own circumstances and conditions and you are experiencing lack and limitation, you are holding yourself in a level of consciousness that doesn't allow you to summon the energy for creating your reality the way you want it to be in physical form. The formula for creation: consciousness is what moves energy into form. So if you are in judgment, or you are judging your circumstances and conditions or yourself as wrong or bad or not good enough, you are holding yourself in a very limited level of consciousness, which doesn't allow you to summon a whole lot of energy and tends to create a lot of resistance, which doesn't allow you to receive all of the abundance, well-being, inspiration, guidance, freedom that is here for you. So when you begin to shift your perspective, using abundance as an example, to how abundant you truly are in this moment, you have everything you need and more. In this moment, you have shelter. You have the ability to be on a computer watching a live broadcast. You have technology. You have innovation. You have opportunity in addition to the basic human needs. You are so abundant and so blessed. And as you start to shift your perspective on that fully, you will begin to feel a sense of excitement about how abundant you are, which draws more abundance to you. You don't get what you want. You don't get what you think you need, especially when you're holding yourself in a lower level of consciousness. You get more of what you are. So if you're focused on lack and judging yourself and your circumstances because of that lack, you're getting more lack. You're seeing more lack. The moment you shift your awareness into the grander perspective of how abundant you are, you begin to see abundance, and that abundance expands. So you can have preferences. Everything is a potential and a possibility. You can remember in all situations that everything is truly happening for you, but understand that it's happening for you to bring you into new levels of your power, to help you realign with the powerful creator that you are, so that you can get clear on what you really want and begin to allow and receive those things in your life. The judgment slows you down, entangles you, creates resistance, but powerful, present, conscious observation allows you to see all the potentials and possibilities and to fully come into your power to create your reality the way you want it to be, without judgment, without resistance, so that you can realize peace and harmony while creating more abundance, more well-being, more freedom, more beauty, more love, more prosperity in all areas of your life. Really good question.
Beautiful. Our next is from Alex, who says, what is the easiest way to change or drop a belief, especially one that is well cemented?
Well, it's not so much about dropping the belief. It is about being aware of what you really want to create as your truth and your reality. So when you begin to be aware of something different, you may have never had an experience of abundance and true creation, where what you want and what you need shows up even before you know you need it. But the very awareness of it starts to allow you to perceive things differently. As you perceive things differently, you draw new things into your experience. So you're not trying to get rid of a belief. In fact, we would say not pushing against a belief or unwanted belief or old story, because all that does is create resistance and judgment and sometimes shame. So if you can see the belief that is unwanted, I'm not good enough, for example, then it is shifting your awareness to align with the truth of you, which is that you are more than enough. You are infinitely worthy, and nothing could ever make you more worthy. You didn't come here to earn and struggle and suffer and try to achieve and succeed in order to be enough, and then and only then would you be worthy. You came here infinitely worthy, or you wouldn't be here. You are infinitely worthy, or you wouldn't be here. So it's not about pushing against a belief like I'm not enough or I'm not good enough. It's about aligning to the inherent truth within you that you are infinitely worthy and more than enough. And as you start to focus on that, you'll notice that you feel really good. It feels expansive. It feels empowering. It feels uplifting. It feels inspiring. So as you go throughout your day, if you notice all of a sudden now you feel really awful again, you can instantly go back to or become conscious in the moment and be aware of what story you're telling yourself or thought you're thinking or belief you're holding that is affecting the way that you feel. The thoughts that you're thinking, the story you're telling, what you believe is true about yourself is what's affecting your emotions and the way that you feel. So if you feel unworthy, stop in that moment and take some deep breaths. We encourage 3 deep, conscious, intentional breaths and go from your head into your heart. And some would say, how do I do that? And we say, simply move your awareness from your head into your heart. The moment you're in your heart, you will notice it's quieter. The thoughts aren't as loud. There's an ease when you shift from your head into your heart. And as you intentionally breathe and you're present and conscious in the moment, you can then choose to align with knowing that you are worthy, knowing that you are enough, knowing that you are meant to be abundant, knowing that there is well-being here for you in this moment, knowing that you are loved, always supported, always guided. And you can start feeling the shift in your energy and your vibration, but that is coming from the thoughts that you're thinking and what you're focused on. So it is about embracing that which is aligned to your truths. And you'll notice that all of a sudden that old belief or limiting belief just isn't there anymore. You might not even be able to recall the belief at all. Or it might be so deep in a file cabinet somewhere in your mind, but it's not relevant anymore because you're feeling a greater sense of your own worthiness. And you know that you are more than enough and that you're here to experience peace and harmony and joy and love and abundance and well-being and freedom in all areas of your life. Really good question.
Wonderful. Our next is from Carla, who says, if we can't actually feel the peace, joy, love in our body at a particular moment, but intend for it, does our consciousness still shift and elevate? Is the feeling part necessary?
We'll give you a really important awareness here and a practical thing that you can do to instantly shift into a state of peace. If you are not in peace, it is because you are pushing against something in resistance. It shouldn't be this way. I shouldn't have to do this. Life shouldn't feel like this. This person shouldn't have said this. This person shouldn't be doing that. This shouldn't be happening. Creates resistance. You can't get to peace from that state or that place. But when you accept what is, accept what is, the instant manifestation of acceptance is peace. So if you take a particular example of something in your life, maybe something happened in a relationship and something unwanted occurred. Maybe the relationship ended. Maybe the person didn't make a choice that you agree with. Maybe someone's not behaving the way you want. In this moment, instead of trying to change them or change what happened or being upset about what happened. Accept what is. Acceptance truly is a form of enlightenment. You're a powerful creator. You create your reality. And there is tremendous power and peace in acceptance, accepting what is, no longer being in resistance, no longer pushing against it. And when you can then align with that energy of peace, that energy of love, if the word peace doesn't resonate with you, but you can get to a place of feeling love, perfect. If the word harmony doesn't resonate with you, but you can feel a sense that you're in balance and that you feel more balanced in this moment, that's perfect. There are vibrations to these words. But if you were to say to us, when I go into my heart, what I really feel is love, perfect. There is peace and love, and there is love and peace. Whatever you're feeling is perfect. Now, that doesn't mean that you're aligning to peace and love in this moment doesn't create transformation, because it does. In fact, the most powerful transformational force in all of the universe is love. But it is not about trying to change someone or change yourself or change the circumstances because you're in judgment that they are wrong and it shouldn't be this way that really changes things. It's love. So if in that acceptance you feel love, that's perfect. If you feel lighter and calmer and more balanced, perfect. If you even notice that you feel good, perfect. Acceptance is a form of enlightenment where you allow yourself to fully receive the consciousness, the energy, and the love that is here. And when you come to that place of feeling a little more peaceful, you automatically begin to open to a grander perspective where you begin to come into the knowing that maybe this is happening for you. Maybe you don't know what the gift is in this moment, or maybe you do. Maybe you know that in time it'll all make sense, but you can accept what is right now, knowing that it's happening for you, knowing that there's a grander perspective, that in time you will see and you will receive the gift in this. And as you look back, you truly can see how life is always being divinely orchestrated for you. The more easily you can come to a place of acceptance and peace, the more you allow the transformational power of love to deliver to you magic, miracles, and new levels of manifestation in all areas of your life. Really good question.
Beautiful. And a fantastic segue into Christine's question. Christine says, I would love clarity on distinguishing impeccable true creation from being focused on what we want to experience more of it or want to manifest it in our three-dimensional experience.
Well, we'll go back to the example we used earlier of abundance. I need abundance because I don't have it. I want abundance because I don't have it is not going to lead you to experiencing or manifesting or creating abundance in your life. You don't get what you want or think you need. You get more of what you are. So if you are holding yourself in an experience of lack and limitation, you are in a lower level of consciousness, not summoning a whole lot of energy, and you're not going to see a whole lot of change in your life. And because you don't, normally people then decide that they're going to get serious and get logical and figure this out and make it happen. And they go push and force and effort and create resistance from an energy of lack. And even if they do manifest something, they still feel that sense of lack, not the abundance that they really desired. In your own way, however you define abundance, You all are here to be abundant. However you define well-being, you are all here as infinite well-being. You already are. Unknowingly, you may have held yourself in a place of resistance where you were not summoning fully the energy that's available to you, and therefore not realizing your infinite well-being or your infinite abundance. But creating separation from that which you are, creating separation from that which you are, is what keeps you from experiencing all that is here for you and that which you most desire. So separation, I need it because I don't have it. Separation, I want it because I don't have it. Versus a desire for even more abundance, even more beauty, even more creativity, even more love. You can be in a state of knowing that you have so much love in your life, you have beautiful relationships and beautiful connections and a lot of love in your life. You can be feeling that love. You can be in deep appreciation for the love that you have and the things that you love and the experiences that you love and the people that you love. And you can have this desire to experience even more love, but you don't have to create the separation of it or the lack of it to expand into more. So part of that expansion is to really allow yourself to receive all the love that you have. Someone could say to us, well, I really want a romantic relationship. I want it. I'm focused on it. I really want it. Why do you want it? We would say, for a deeper connection and to experience love and intimacy with someone. But if you are so focused on a someone and you are not receiving the love and the connection and the intimacy that's already in your life, you're creating an experience of separation. If you go, I have this incredible love, these incredible connections, this incredible intimacy with everyone in my life. My relationships are deep and meaningful. And maybe those relationships are with nature, and maybe those relationships are with animals, and maybe those relationships are with friends or family members. But begin to notice where the love and the connection already is. It's already there, which is why you want more of it, why you desire more of it. So understand that desire comes from your soul for the very purpose of expansion. And you could say to us, I want money because I don't have the money to do what I want to do. I need money to pay my bills. And you could say, I have this desire to expand prosperity and abundance in my life, because I know as I expand the force field of consciousness that is me. And in that, there's more abundance, there's more love, there's more joy, there's more freedom, there's more beauty. And so just notice if you're imposing separation on your experience, or if you're truly aligned to that feeling of desire that has been inspired within you for expansion, or I need it because I don't have it. It's separate from me. I want it because I don't have it. I've wanted it for so long and I still don't have it. I need the money and it's not here. I need the relationship and it's not here. I need to be well and no longer be sick because I'm sick and not experiencing well-being. Versus inspiration that comes forth in the form of desire for the very purpose of expansion. You can feel the difference. So in this case, particular example, focusing on that which you want, focus on expansion. expanding your abundance, expanding your well-being, expanding creativity, expanding harmony, because it's already here. In your own expansion, you expand all of the potentials and the possibilities that are available to you, and you positively contribute to greater potentials and possibilities for all of humankind, which is the very purpose of desire and why it is inspired within you. Really good question.
Beautiful. Our next comes from Ompaline, who says, what is the best way to deal with someone's angered reaction when we just wish to have the highest peaceful conversation? I am empathetic and I feel emotions intensely.
Well, we would say you feel love intensely. You feel love intensely. If you can be aware of being present in the moment and being aligned to the love that you are, and allowing someone to feel how they feel without trying to change them. Their anger might be projected on you, but is ultimately anger that they're feeling within themselves about themselves. If you're feeling anger within you, also know that if you really, really become present and conscious and observe what that anger is about, it always comes back to denying love for yourself. If you are angry in some way, you are denying love for yourself. If you're angry at a person because they did this to me, they may have done that, but only you can deny love for yourself because of what they've done. So if someone else is angry, it is because in some way they are denying love for themselves. What do you most want for them? For them to reconnect to that love within themselves and the love that they are. So you're not trying to change them, but if you yourself in the moment can be present and conscious and aligned to the love that you are, the love that is the truth of the situation, you wouldn't even care what this person's reaction was or anger was if there wasn't love there. We say one of our most foundational teachings is that there is only love. There is only love. If you are experiencing grief because of the end of a relationship or the loss of a loved one, if you go one step deeper behind that grief, there's only grief because there is love. And the truth is that there is only love. And if you can reconnect with that love in the moment, you know there is only love between two souls ever. Everything else is just a story or an illusion. And you are never separate from anyone. When one makes their transition and leaves the density of the body, they are reemerging into a higher level of consciousness at a vibration and a frequency that you can't interpret with your physical senses most of the time, which is why they appear gone to you. But they are not gone. They're just in a level of consciousness that you can't perceive unless you begin to start feeling the love that is the truth of you, the love that is the truth of them, the love that is between you, because there is only love. And as you do that, you automatically elevate your consciousness, raise your own vibration, and you will not feel a separation from them. The same is true if you're in an interaction with another and they are angry. When you feel for that love within you, you are automatically raising your vibration, raising your frequency. We speak of vibrational resonance. When two people come together, their vibrations seek to resonate. If someone is very angry, they often trigger you into a lower level of consciousness. And now you are resonating at a lower level of consciousness because you got triggered or entangled in their vibration of anger. But when you are conscious and present, and you go into your heart and you feel for the love that is the truth here, because there is only love, then the other begins to more easily resonate or find vibrational resonance with the love that is the truth of them too. Yeah, really good question.
Beautiful. Is that what you would suggest for Lisa, who asks, I would love to openly live my truth. However, how is coming out of the spiritual closet with many of my family and friends the path of least resistance? It seems to be the opposite for me.
So the highest spiritual truth is love. At the basis of all religions, it's about love. It's about finding your connection to the source within you. It is about love. So coming out of the spiritual closet, don't make it this big, overwhelming, scary monster under the bed scenario in your own head. I'm coming out into my truth, which is love. I'm going to embody the love that I am. I'm going to be the love that I am. I'm going to be all of the wisdom that I have gathered on my spiritual path. I'm going to be the consciousness that I have elevated myself into on this spiritual path. I'm going to emanate the vibration and the frequency of the love and the light that I am, that I have discovered on the spiritual path. And we also recommend not being so attached to everybody understanding or accepting what you might call your spiritual language or your spiritual conversations. Speak of love. Speak of peace. Speak of joy. Speak of happiness. Speak of fulfillment. Talk about this incredible journey you're on as if it's an adventure, because it is. It's conscious and kind to speak to people in their language. So if you consider yourself to be one on a spiritual path and you look at others in your life and you would say, well, they're of this particular religion, so they're just not going to understand. You all are inherently, innately love, joy, beauty, peace, kindness. Don't make it this big coming out. I need to tell them everything I know and get them to see it my way, and they have to approve of it, and then they need to think the way I do. Just love them. But here's the thing. It's about loving yourself. When you accept yourself, others will reflect that acceptance to you. When you approve of yourself and you don't need everyone else to understand or agree with you, you will find harmony with people in all walks of life. And while you and family members may use different words and see it differently, the truth is there is only love. And why do you care what they think of you? Because you love them. So don't deny yourself love. Don't deny them love. And you might find that the very thing that is reflected back to you is your own self-acceptance, your own self-love. Be you. Be the bright, beautiful light that you are. Yeah, really good question.
Beautiful. Is there anything that you can add for situations that seem particularly challenging? We have a lot of questions today about things that we would call in our human experience intense, like war. The synonymous one, for example. I find it difficult to accept what is now when that involves another being deliberately hurt or abused. How can I get into acceptance in these kinds of extreme circumstances?
You have to understand and remember that everyone is creator of their reality and experience, and you may not understand why they are experiencing what they're experiencing, but you will always cause your own suffering when you think you know what another soul's journey should be. We are not advocating in any way abuse, harm, any sort of things like this. In fact, when you are in a level of consciousness of love, you can't possibly be harming or abusing another person. These things which you call unwanted, war, abuse, victimization, they occur in a lower level of consciousness, where often there's a survival instinct, a need to control instinct. Understand that the answer to that is consciousness and love. And if you are in a state of unconscious reaction being triggered, you're not in a state of consciousness and love, and you're not contributing to the consciousness and love that we know that you want to see in these situations. You feeling awful and terrible and upset about what's happening is not going to change or stop it from happening. But you elevating your consciousness and aligning to love and allowing inspired action from that place does make a difference. And if you elevate your consciousness and align to love and you come into your power in this moment, you may be very clearly guided to an inspired action to take from that level of consciousness. It may have been you shifting into that level of consciousness, which allows another potential to present itself. And it might be you in that level of consciousness aligned to the love that you are, that awakens the one who is being abused or victimized to align to the consciousness and the love and the power within them too. Does that make sense to you?
It does. And what a magnificent and empowering answer. We're getting lots of appreciation here for that.
We will say to all of you listening live and in the future, we know the dream in your heart for peace, for love, for joy, for abundance, for all. We know the dream of a world where there's peace and joy and love and harmony between humans and the animals and the planet. You placed that dream in your heart. And you came here to create first within you the peace, the joy, the love, the harmony that you most want to contribute to the world. You cannot be denying your power in this moment and be in a state of suffering and contribute to peace and harmony and love. And we know that's what you most want. We know you want to contribute to raising the vibration. We know you want to contribute to raising the consciousness. We know that raising the consciousness is what will allow all of humankind to live in peace and harmony with one another. You must first create it within yourself. You cannot be warring with someone outside of you without that energy first moving through you. If you want to live in a world where war is not your experience, you have got to come into the consciousness and the awareness of when you yourself are warring within your own mind. And to choose in that moment to align to a higher consciousness, a higher perspective, peace and harmony and love within yourself. And that will contribute to war no longer being an experience in the collective, because you are creating an experience of living in a state of pure love. And the more of you who choose it for yourself, truly the ripple effect it will have on the collective. And all who are ready will awaken to the truth within them too, to the peace and the harmony and the joy and the love and the abundance and the well-being and the freedom within them too. You are contributing to them remembering their power. You do make a difference, but you cannot deny for yourself that which you most want in the world around you. It is about creating it within yourself. It is all within you. It always has been. Do you have any more questions for us?
We'll have one final one from Catherine. Will you please describe what love is? Not the human idea, but the grander perspective.
It is what you are. It is the consciousness and the energy that creates everything. It's the consciousness and the energy that has created everything. Love, from our perspective, divine love, does not see right or wrong, good or bad. It is an unwavering reverence for you, an unwavering reverence for your magnificence, an unwavering reverence for your magnificence. And when you align with an unwavering reverence for your magnificence, for the magnificence of every other, for the magnificence of this incredible experience, you will feel love beyond anything you have ever felt before. And it's not what is described as human love. When you come into the realization of all that you are, it is the integration of every part of you. It is not denying any part of you. It is the realization of every part of you in the integration of all that you are, and standing in the moment in awe of the presence that is you, the magnificence that is you, and knowing that divine love is truly that unwavering reverence for your magnificence. Really good question. We have enjoyed this conversation with you all so very much. And we encourage you to listen to this again and again. You are everything you wish to be. You already are. You are powerful. You are so very loved. And truly, you are so magnificent. We love you. We love you. We love you. And with that, we are complete.
Thank you so much to all of you for joining us today. Thank you to Sara and to the council for bringing through these beautiful messages and these incredible, deep answers to your questions. You all really helped create this with us together just by being here in your energy. Thank you. If you're interested in this topic and going further, we're very excited about the upcoming course, a mini course we're going to have 3 parts in December 2023, starting live on December 7th. It's called There Is Only Love, Discovering the Higher Perspective in All Things. Sara felt inspired to bring this course out based on this fundamental teaching from the council that there is only love, so that we can all have the opportunity to allow the love that is within us to be reflected all around us. If you're interested in learning more about it, we invite you to go to the website, saralandon.com. If you're joining us live, you'll receive an email with a link directly to that course information page. We encourage you to check it out if you feel called.
Thank you, Sarah Elizabeth, and thank you, Mark, to our amazing team, and for all of you for being here. I hope you feel the incredible love in your heart that I know we are feeling here right now. So thank you for being here. Wish you all a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you. Bye, everybody.